Hello, I'm Nisha Pandey and you're watching Prime Times News. Let's start with the headlines. The Impeachment Recommendation Committee prepares its working procedure in the committee's first meeting on the impeachment against the suspended Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana. Commits to work to finalize it within 1 month. 5 people dead, 9 injured in a jeep accident in Darchula, 4 men and 1 woman among those killed. Banchari Dada residents obstruct Kathmandu's waste management. Disputes intensify after the use of force by the police. Stench and epidemics increasing in the capital. North Korea fired 2 cruise missiles into the West Sea in South Pyongyang province, testing cruise missiles after 8 months. Nepal ranked 19th in ODI and 14th in T20 in the new rankings published by ICC. Dipender Singh Aidri remains in 8th position of T20 all-rounders. Now news in detail. The Impeachment Recommendation Committee has prepared its working procedure in the committee's first meeting today. The committee members say that the working procedure will be endorsed at the next meeting. The committee has started the study on the impeachment against the suspended Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana. The meeting held today under the chairmanship of the senior member of the committee, bhadra, discussed the formulation of the procedure. The 11-member Impeachment Recommendation Committee has MPs from different parties. Impeachment was registered in the House of Representatives with 21 different charges against Rana. Five died on spot and 9 were injured in a jeep accident in Darchula today. Hikmat Bahadur Thapa, the information officer at the district police office, informed that the jeep was on its way to the district headquarters from Gukaleshwar when the accident occurred at Shailya Shikhar Municipality 6. The accident site is a kilometer away from Malika Arjun Mandir. Among the deceased, 4 were men and 1 woman. Police personnel from Malika Arjun Police Station and local residents are currently engaged in rescuing the injured. Welcome back. The Kathmandu metropolitan city has managed the waste generated in the Kathmandu Valley today with a security cordon. The waste had to be managed by deploying a huge number of police personnel due to the continued obstruction by the locals of Banchari Dada landfill site. The Kathmandu metropolitan city has not been able to effectively manage waste for 2 months due to lack of maintenance of access roads to the landfill site and sometimes due to the obstruction posed by the agitating locals of Sistol and Banchari Dada. Major thoroughfares of Kathmandu Valley are reeking due to the piles of waste dumped on the roadside and crossroads. This has already started affecting the daily life of the valley dwellers. Locals of Sistol and Banchari Dada have been staging protests, arguing that the road repair works have not been carried out on time. They have also complained that promises made by Kathmandu metropolitan city in the past to arrange health, education and employment opportunities for them have not been fulfilled yet. The agitating locals have been vandalizing the trucks carrying waste and creating obstruction in transporting the waste to the landfill site as a part of the protest. Kathmandu metropolitan city, however, said that the agreement reached with the locals of Sistol and Banchari Dada is under implementation. The metropolis has urged the locals to extend cooperation in the transportation of the waste. The Kathmandu metropolitan city said that the waste management had to be carried out by mobilizing police personnel as the waste had to be removed since it would not be appropriate to keep the waste uncollected for a long time. Kathmandu Metropolitan City Mayor Balendra Shah pledged to manage the waste in a sincere and sensitive manner while keeping in mind that this should not cause problems to anyone. Stating the agreement signed between KMC and the Dhuni Besi municipality and the Kakani rural municipality on 9th of June is under implementation, Mayor Shah said that the works that have to be carried out immediately are being done through the regular process. KMC has allocated 200 million rupees in the budget of current fiscal year to carry out road repair works and other works related to waste management at Sistol and Banchari Dada area. A total of 186 trucks took garbage from Kathmandu Valley to the landfill site on Tuesday, taking the help of police administration. The waste was transported to the landfill site today as well, with the assistance of the police personnel, as obstruction on the agitating locals continue. Chairman of CPNUML, KP Sharma Oli, has accused the coalition of showing arrogance by deciding to send back the Citizenship Bill as it is. At the party entry program held in Kathmandu today, Oli commented that the president had sent back the Citizenship Bill so that the parliament would consider it once, but the alliance, showing brute power, decided to send it back without any changes. He claims that the coalition government has decided not to amend the bill due to pride and the strength of the majority. Oli said that the Congress, which claims to be a democratic party, has zero ideas today and cannot move forward without taking other parties along with it. The CPN Maoist Center has said that the selection of party officials is nearing. Spokesperson Krishna Bahadur Mahara informed that the Maoist Standing Committee meeting held at the party office today discussed about the party organization and the selection of office bearers is nearing. He said that the permanent committee meeting to be held tomorrow will decide on the selection of office bearers. Spokesman Mahara informed that discussion was held on the completion of the Central Committee, Politburo and Standing Committee in the meeting, and the final decision will be made tomorrow itself. The Maoist Center has not been able to elect office bearers even though it has been 7 months since their convention. It was said that office bearers would be elected after the General Convention, which ended with the election of the President and central members. But due to the inability to manage the aspirants, officials have not been selected until now. The HAL is facing a challenge to balance the two leaders within the party, Barshaman Pun and Janardhan Sharma. Both have claimed for the post of Secretary General. However, after reappointment of Sharma in the Ministry of Finance, many people comment that the way has been opened for Pun to be made the Secretary General. Maoists have said that the Standing Committee meeting will resume tomorrow morning. CPN Unified Socialist has decided to draw the attention of the coalition for the distribution of seats in an honorable manner in the upcoming elections. The Secretariat meeting of Unified Socialist held at the party office in Tinkune today decided to draw the attention towards the honorable distribution of seats by saying that the discussion about the distribution of seats is going on among the alliances. Similarly, the meeting decided to do homework to unite the Maoist Center and the Unified Socialist by forming a committee. The party has set 7 criteria to be candidates for the State and House of Representatives members in the elections to be held in November. The meeting decided that only those who meet the 7 criteria can become candidates of the party. The meeting instructed District and State Election Committee to send the name of candidates within the 7 criteria by imbibing the principle of inclusive proportionality. The criteria required for the candidacy include being committed to the party's direction, policies and programs, contributing to party building and playing an active role in the rebellion, and being firm in discipline and loyalty to the party and revolution, among others. The Center is going to discuss and finalize the names recommended by the districts and provinces within 5th of September. Now sports news. Nepali national cricketer Dipendra Singh Aire remains at the 8th position of the ICC 2020 all-rounder rankings. In the rankings released by ICC today, Nepalese team captain Sandeep Lamichhane has improved 1 place in 2020 bowling. Sandeep, who was on the 41st position earlier, has now climbed to the 48th position. Similarly, he remains at the 34th position in the ODI bowling rankings. In 2020 bowling, Abhinash Bora also remains at the 94th position. 3 Nepalese batsmen have made the place in the 2020 batting ranking. Kushal Bhuitel is on the 39th position, Dipendra is on the 42nd, and Asif Sheikh is on the 97th position. Rohit Kumar Podel is ranked 81st and Asif is ranked 100th in the ODI batting rankings. Similarly, Sompal Kami and Karan Casey are ranked 9th, 94th and 95th respectively in the ODI bowling rankings. Earlier, Sompal was ranked 92nd and Karan 93rd. Nepal's one-day ranking is at 90th place, while T20 ranking is in the 14th place. With this, we have come to the end of the news. Before wrapping up, here are the headlines once again. The Impeachment Recommendation Committee prepares its working procedure in the committee's first meeting on the impeachment against the suspended Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana. Commits to work to finalize it within 1 month. 5 people dead, 9 injured in a jeep accident in Darchula, 4 men and 1 woman among those killed. Banchari Dada residents obstruct Kathmandu's waste management. Disputes intensify after the use of force by the police. Stench and epidemics increasing in the capital. North Korea fires 2 cruise missiles into the West Sea in South Pyongyang province, testing cruise missiles after 8 months. And Nepal ranked 19th in ODI and 14th in T20 in the new rankings published by ICC. Dipender Singh IT remains in 8th position of T20 all-rounders. That's it for tonight. Thank you for watching Prime Times News. Good night.